At this, Mars, god of arms, gave to the Latins new force and heart. He spurred their breasts with sharp goads, but he set black fear in flight among the Teucrians. From every side the Latins now rally, taking every chance to fight. The warrior god glides deep into their minds. But Pandarus, who sees the fallen body of Bitias, his brother, who can tell how fortune stands, what chance is ruling things, heaves hard with his great shoulders, straining much, and twists the gate back on its swinging hinges. And he leaves many comrades shut outside the walls in bitter battle. Many others, those quick to rush inside with him, he welcomes. Madman! Among the troops that hurried in, he had not seen Prince Turnus. Heedless, he had locked him in the city like some monstrous tiger among the helpless flocks. At once a new light glittered in the eyes of Turnus. His arms clanged horridly. His bloody crests are quivering on his helmet. Gleaming lightnings flash from his shield. Aeneas's men, in panic, have recognized his hated face and massive frame. Giant Pandarus makes straight for him, and hot with anger for his brother's death, cries, "This is not Amata's dowry palace. This is not Ardea, your native place. You see a hostile camp with no escape." Untroubled, Turnus smiles at him and says, "Throw first, if there is courage in your heart. Then try my right hand. You shall say to Priam that here, too, an Achilles can be found." He stopped. Then Pandarus called all his force and whirled his knotted spear of still green oak. The winds received the wound. Saturnian Juno had parried it. The spearhead sticks fast in the gate. But you will not escape this weapon wielded by my strong right hand. This wound and weapon are another man's, not his who held your shaft. So Turnus says, stretching, he raises high his sword. The steel slices the brow of Pandarus between the temples, severing his beardless cheeks with one enormous wound. A thud, earth quakes beneath his great weight. Dying on the ground, his fainting limbs are sprawled, his armor splashed with brains. His head is dangling in equal halves from either shoulder, to this side and that. The Trojans turn and run in fear and trembling, and if the victor then had taken care to smash the bolts, to let his comrades pour inside the gates, that day had been the last day of the war and of the Trojan nation. But rage and an insane desire for slaughter drove Turnus on against his enemies. And first he catches Phalaris, and then he catches Gyges, whom he hamstrings. Seizing their spears, he hurls them at the fleeing crowd, as Juno helps him on with force and heart. To keep them company, he next sends off both Phaeacius, piercing through his shield, and Halys, and then, as unaware, they stand upon the walls, inciting war with those outside. These four are slaughtered next: Alcander, Noemon, and Halius and Prytanis. Then Lynceus draws near and calls upon his Trojan comrades. But Turnus, sweeping toward the rampart on his right, hacks Lynceus down with gleaming sword. His head, sliced by one blow, fell far away, together with his helmet. Turnus next kills these, first Amycus, who hunted down wild beasts. No hand had been more skillful in anointing shafts and arming steel with poison. Then Clytius, the son of Aeolus, and after him falls Cretheus, the companion of Muses. Cretheus, Muse's comrade, one who always took delight in lyre and song, and setting measured music on the strings, he always sang of horses, warriors, wars. At last the Trojan captains, brave Serestus and Menestheus, hearing of the slaughter, meet. They see their comrades wandering about, the enemy within the gates. And Menestheus cries out, "And where are you retreating to? What other walls, what ramparts lie beyond? My countrymen, will you let one lone man, hemmed in by your own bulwarks on all sides, still carry on such killing in your city and go scot-free? Shall he send down so many of our best youths to Orcus? Cowards, are you not moved by shame and pity for your luckless homeland, your ancient gods, for great Aeneas?" Excited by these words, they stand in compact ranks, and gradually Turnus moves back from battle, making for the river, for that side of the camp along the banks. And this the Teucrians push on more fiercely, shouting and massing, just as when a crowd will press a cruel lion with hating spears. In fear, yet bold and glaring, he gives ground. His wrath and courage will not let him flee. And yet, though this is what he wants, he cannot charge on against so many men and weapons. And even so is Turnus, hesitant. As he moves backward with slow steps, his spirit boils up with rage. But even then he twice rushed out against the center of their ranks, twice turned them in disorder into flight along the walls. But quickly all the troops pile out in one mass from the camp, nor can Saturnian Juno dare to give him strength against them. For from heaven Jupiter sent Iris through the air as messenger with orders. They were hardly gentle, for his wife and sister, warning her that Turnus now has to quit the Trojans' battlements. And so the soldier cannot stand much longer with either shield or sword. He is overwhelmed by shafts from every side. His helmet never stops clanging, dizzying his hollow temples. His horsehair crest is dashed from off his head. His shield boss cannot take so many blows. The Trojans, and among them thunderous Menestheus himself, redouble their attack with spears. Then sweat runs down all Turnus's body, a stream like pitch. He cannot breathe. His limbs, exhausted, shake with painful panting. Then he leaps at last and gives himself headlong, together with his weapons, to the river. The Tiber's yellow stream welcomed his coming. It lifted him on soft waves, washed away his blood, and sent him back, glad, to his comrades.